okay, I was quite surprised when the wife said, "Oh, Kai's got a fight," and because 2 weeks earlier, Eugene had been saying he might have to get you guys restaurant jobs. There was nothing happening. What happened?
So this is a fight we've been asking for and in the pipelines for a while. So yeah, I'm fighting Cody Garbrandt December 11th, and he's making his debut at flyweight. So I'm welcoming to the division, and I'm excited. This is going to be a banger. Both guys stylistically like to come forward, like to throw hands, have a lot of knockouts. I think both of us have 10 knockouts each on our record. So this fight can't be nothing but fireworks. So yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, it's been in the pipelines. I was supposed to fight in September on Alex Volkanovski's card, and then the UFC came back to us and said, "Hey, does Kai want to wait we want to give him Cody, but later on." And I was like, "Yeah, of course I'll take this fight. Big name fight, high profile, ex-champ. So those are the fights you wanna take to get your name out there and fight, high caliber fighters." So yeah, we took this fight, no brainer. He's not ranked, but when you're taking out ex-champs, that's where you make a name.
Well, high stakes for you too, because the way I understand it, you still don't know when you'd be back in the country.
Yeah, so at the moment we don't have a voucher. December dates aren't actually open up yet, only November. So as soon as we get the word on when they're dropping, I know I'll have all my family, everyone from the gym gunning to get vouchers, just so we can have a quick turnaround, hopefully be back before New Year's. I know I'll be probably missing Christmas, but a little sacrifice that you have to do for the fight game. So best case scenario, I'm back in New Zealand before New Year's. So yeah, it's just something you got to do. But I'd rather end the year with a massive fight and set myself up for 2022 for a title shot.
How hard is it, because it's quite a way away, as you say, you probably want to get into it. You have to time your run into when you top yourself off, sort of thing, Yeah,
definitely. I was pushing for the fight to be earlier. I was trying to get on the November card in New York, but Cody said he wanted to push it back. His first time making flyweight, so it might be a weight issue where he wants more time to, I guess, get his weight down lower and come in, in the best shape he can. So it is what it is. I'd rather make sure this matchup secure and just lock it in. So we'll be fighting on a UFC pay-per-view card. I think one of the last ones for the year. So it'll be a big one. I'm not too sure where it is yet. I'm guessing it'll be in America somewhere, maybe Vegas. I'm not sure. So yeah, we'll just slowly build for this card. It's just over 4 months away. So I don't want to be going too hard straight away and trying to keep that same tempo the whole time. So I know how to do these camps, and it's just about upskilling, learning, adding to my toolbox, and then 10 weeks out, then that's when we start to ramp it up and really get fine-tuned and game planning for Cody. So I kind of have a rough idea on what he's going to be doing, trying to be the bigger guy. He's going to be walking forward, trying to bully me, and that's what we want. We want him to kind of have that false sense of confidence, come forward, and then that's when we catch him right on the chin. These guys that are cutting down, it's happened before with TJ Dillashaw. He cut from bantamweight to flyweight. The same amount of damage you can take at bantamweight. When you cut weight to the lighter weight class, you can't take that same punishment. So something you've got to be wary of. And if you've never done it before, you just don't know how your body's going to react. So me being at bantamweight early on in my career and then cutting to flyweight, I had to learn that just over the years where I couldn't take those same shots, and I've got to make sure I'm moving my head, making sure I'm protecting myself at the right times, and then going for those finishing shots. So yeah, so that's something he's going to have to get used to, and yeah, I just can't wait for this one. Funny story, my first UFC event was back in 2016. I flew over to Las Vegas for the Ultimate Fighter tryouts. And then that weekend happened to be a Cody Garbrandt headline event. I think he was fighting Thomas Almeida, and he was the main event. And that was my first UFC event, was going to his fight, and he ended up getting a knockout first round. And fast forward, 6 years later, now we're squaring off. So it's cool how the fight game works itself out, and eventually you fight guys that you grew up kind of watching and idolizing, and now you get to throw hands and take their spot.
Do you now just back off a little bit and let yourself down a little bit, or do you keep on a steady streak and then build it from there, or you dip it?
Well, at the moment I'm just kind of diversifying my training, so I'm obviously in the gym most days, but I'm trying to do other stuff as well, getting on my road bike, working with Dave Wood, doing a lot of pull sessions, focusing on our breathing and recalibrating under stressful situations. Working with my coach, my strength coach, Suns, trying to make sure that we're maintaining our muscle before we start to cut down. So little things like that, working with Doug, kickboxing drills, and picking little things from different coaches, and then when it's time to start to game plan, we've already been working on little things. So hopefully I would have stored it in the software, and I can use it whenever I need. So at the moment it's just about staying consistent, always in the gym, and then when the time's right, then we start to do the extra hard out conditioning sessions, pushing our bodies past those uncomfortable positions, and then we drag Cody into deep water and see what he's made of. I can see myself stepping into this ring and just coming into the Superman version of myself and putting it on him. My first knockout was my last fight in the UFC, my first finish. So it's a great kind of lead up to this fight. Stylistically, people are going to be saying, oh yeah, this is the flyweight to welcome Cody into the division, because he's going to come forward, he's going to swing, and so is Cody. He's going to do the same. And he hasn't had the best career at the moment. He's 1-4 out of his last 5 fights, trying to reinvent himself in the new division. So yeah, I know he'll be coming in hungry, motivated, and trying to make a statement, but this is my way to a title shot. Take out a former champ, and then I can get the rematch with Brandon Moreno, the current champ at the moment. And he's the guy everyone's looking at, but I took him to a close decision. I dropped him twice in the first round. He adjusted well and did the right things to get that win. But I'd love to get that rematch, and what better way to do it than take out a former champ, Cody, and then build this next fight against Brandon Moreno.
Hey mate, thanks very much for talking to us, and we'll follow your progress up to the big departure date.
Cheers Tony, always a pleasure, and stay tuned, it's going to be a big one.
Fantastic, man.
Cheers. Look at that.
What have we got there, guys?
Just like me.
It looks exactly like me. It's what do you call it? Pop Funko figurines, if you will. They're collectibles, and yeah, I've never had one with my head on it, and neither is he. You the first one?
First one.
Nice.
Even got the little greenstone, the Ponamu, little details.
Cool. Beautiful. Oh, more for me.
Excellent.
Yeah, go away.
This is not for me.